Okay, good morning everyone. Today is the 26th of March 2018. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Espresso with me, Darius Nochauskas, where we're going to have a look at the markets, what to expect from them this week, today as well. So we'll watch out for a few levels. But before we continue, as always, let's have a read through our risk disclaimer. So JFD Brokers offers exclusively consultancy-free services. The content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. I'll just give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. Okay, so also quick reminder of our JFD Brokers website, where if you go here on jfdbrokers.com and then click on JFD Group here, click on JFD Research, this will take you to our specific web page that we use, us, the research department here and at JFD, and we update this on a daily basis. We throw out daily analysis, we throw out different trading shoutouts. Also, if you register here, you can get a strategic report that we produce on and we send out on every Monday. So for something to watch out for this week. So yeah, feel free. I mean, it's absolutely free. You just need to register and that's it. So yeah, but now let's jump into the charts. So the FTSE. The first one that we'll look at. So last week it wasn't a very good week for the FTSE. We can see that it closed below this area that I was talking about, the 6960. So it closed below this. We might see a bit of retracement probably today, maybe just to just check this area again, test it from underneath. Now we could potentially maybe see a break of this, and probably a better level to watch out for would be the round psychological number of 7,000. Now the 7,000 area could prove to be a good resistance as well. Just like I said, just because it's a psychological level. But at the moment, if just looking at the bigger picture, I mean, looking at this weekly chart here, there is a little bit of area here for this to drop if we, of course, we consider the fact that this index will decide to move towards its 200 EMA here on the weekly chart. That area would be around 6840. So keep an eye on this one carefully, guys. I mean, if we see some more negativity this week, then this area could get tested, the 6840. So yeah, I mean, this is a good level of support, and of course, if we get to this point, I mean, we would have to evaluate this index again later on. At the moment, of course, if we do get a break above the 6960 and then potentially a break above the 7,000, well, this index could get pushed back towards this area, this strong level that I was looking at and talking about in a couple of previous videos, the 7,060. Of course, a move above this could probably push the bearishness off the table, let's say like that, and we could potentially maybe head higher from here. But then again, like I said, let's get to this area first and then towards the 7,000. Let's quickly have a look at the German DAX. Now, similar story. Didn't have a good week last week, and it found its support here at around 11,820. So 11,830. So it found its support here, slightly touched it, but then quickly reversed back up. Still closed the day on in the negative side. So we, again, probably similar story like with the FTSE. We might see a potential maybe move back up, a retracement towards maybe the psychological 12,000, and this is the main area that we will have to keep an eye on this week. If we suddenly get a break above this, well, this could get pushed towards, first probably towards the 12,160, and if that's not enough, then could continue moving higher. But if the 12,000 will prove to be a strong, good level of resistance, then, well, keep an eye on this low again. Keep an eye on this area right here, the 11,830. We could potentially see maybe a push back lower and then potentially a break. So yeah, keep an eye on these two levels, guys. Let's quickly have a look what's happening with the pairs. So the euro dollar, it's well, it is in this weird triangle formation. Actually, let's put a 4-hour chart here, and will be better visibility. So okay, so it managed to get above this downwards moving trend line here that started in February. So we are trading slightly above it. We are also trading slightly above this level, the 123,600. I was talking about this level in my past few videos as well. So potentially what we could see is, if this will continue to hold, the 123,600 will continue to hold, we might get a bounce off of it, and then a potentially move higher. The next level here to watch out for would be this area right here, and that's around the 124,100. This has been this area of resistance here that tested on around 14th of March. So yeah, keep an eye on this 124,100. A move above this, of course, could open the path towards this 124,450, so which could act as a good strong resistance level as well. Now, if this pair will decide to kind of wipe out both of these resistance areas and will continue moving higher, well, we do have this other stronger level here at around 125,600. So 125,600, or actually 125,550. It's approximately there. So keep an eye on there for that area as well, if we get a move above these two resistance levels right there. On the downside, of course, if we suddenly get a push lower, get a move below the 123,600, keep an eye on this downwards moving trend line first. I mean, we could get a test of it. Maybe we would get a bounce back up from this area, but if we actually break this to the downside, well, we do have some better levels on the downside here. And let me just get rid of this line right there. There we go. We do have some good levels to watch out for on the downside. So one of them could be this, the 122,700, approximately there. And then the next one would be a good one as the 122,400. Now, a break below both of these levels could push the pair towards this trend line that we had running, this upwards moving trend line that we had running since April last year. So watch out for this, guys, as well. Let's quickly have a look at the Euro GBP. Now, Euro GBP, probably better picture is seen on the daily. Now, we are still within this downwards moving channel, and on Friday we saw a bit of recovery. So even though it has been selling off for quite a while, so now, like I said, last Friday we saw a bit of recovery here. Now, the two levels that we're going to be watching here is one level is this one, this level of 0.87100. Approximately, it acted as a good level of support. And on the upper side, we've got this level right here, the 87,700. I understand that this is quite a big range here, but to be honest, with this pair, you always need to be careful and watch for the like I said, for the potential breakouts here. Certainly, of course, you can argue maybe you could have this area right here as well as a good level to watch. So the 87,450. True, that is correct. I mean, a break above this area could push the pair towards this 87,700. But if, like I said, looking at bigger picture, maybe longer term picture, then the 0.87700 could indicate a break above this area could indicate further upside. Now a break below this 0.87100 could push this pair lower again, maybe again to test this bottom side of the downwards moving channel. Potentially could happen, but let's at the moment, for now, let's keep an eye on these two levels. Actually, on these three levels, I would say. So yeah, quickly let's have a look at the GBP USD now. There we go. So this one, yeah, let's put the 4-hour chart back again. Okay, so do apologize for the amount of lines here, but just keeping an eye on all these levels. So okay, so the important level that we were watching last week as well was the 141,500. We got to this area. We are now trading slightly above this. I mean, even it's still around it, but just slightly above. So if this bullish activity will continue for this week as well, the next level that we would be watching here would be this 142,800. So keep an eye on this potential area here on the upside. So 142,800. If we start seeing moves above these highs, especially above this high here around 142,200, then the move above the 142,200 could push it towards the 142,800. Of course, if we see a move below the 141,500 here, the next stop potentially could be this strong area of both resistance and support. It was a good level of resistance and support in the past. So yeah, the 140,700. If we get a move below this, well, it is opening the path towards the psychological 140 again. So the psychological 140 could be back on the radar if we get a move below the 140,700. So guys, keep an eye on the pound. I mean, it is building up a nice formations here. So we could potentially squeeze something out of it. Let's have a quick look at the Aussie dollar. Now, Aussie dollar 4-hour chart. We're also in this downwards moving channel here. Well, not as clear as, of course, as in the Euro GBP, but still the downwards moving channel. We can see that we're having a bit of consolidation here. Now, of course, we're not ruling out the bottom side still. If we let's draw this little tentative upwards trend support line here. So I would say if we get a move below this tentative upwards support line, and then potentially a move below the 0.76900, approximately there, we could get a push maybe, and we could potentially maybe get another test of this this downwards channel, this bottom side of this downwards channel, and the level that we would be watching here would be the 0.76550, approximately there. It is being difficult right now. I think I wouldn't trade it yet. So, but still, we are watching these levels here, and on the upside, for example, we do have this area right here as a potential area on the upside. So this 0.77700, a break above this could push the pair higher, potentially, of course. So keep an eye on this one. Like I said, at the moment it's quite difficult to say what he wants to do, but let's say a break below this little tentative upwards moving trend line could, like I said, could maybe push it a little bit lower. So yeah, keep an eye on this one. Let's quickly have a look at the dollar CAD. Yes, it's trading outside of this upwards moving channel. Now, we are on the low side. I mean, of course, at the moment this is not looking quite bullish, it's more bearish, and on the lower side here we're watching this area, the 128, the round number of 128. Now this could be an important area. A break below this could signal further declines, especially not only because it's a round number of 128, but also we do have this 200-day EMA here on the 4-hour chart, and it will probably, let's say if the price comes down, probably this 200 EMA will get closer to this 128 area, and a break below these two key let's say this level, the strong support level, and then this EMA, the 200 EMA, could signal further maybe selling activity, and we could potentially see a move. Let me quickly put this one on here. So potentially move towards the 127.550, and if that doesn't hold, well, it is opening, like I said, opening the path towards these lower levels here. But of course, let's draw this one, this another peak here. This area right here could be a good area of another support. So at 120, 126,900 approximately there. So keep an eye on these guys. I mean, a break below the 128 could push it towards these lower levels here. But on the upside, if we suddenly get back into this channel, now if we do get a strong move back into the channel, well, then it's putting the 130, the psychological 130, back on the table, and all eyes are going to be on that one, and especially what it will decide to do with that level. Okay, guys, I think I'm running out of time. I think I've a little bit overextended my video, but well, it is Monday, so I really wanted to share a lot of things with you. So I hope you will join me today at Traders Tea Time, and that's going to be at 14:15 British Summer Time. So yeah, guys, as always, keep an eye on the price action and have a good day. Thank you very much. Bye bye.